I would ask you to take a nice deep breath in and a big sigh. Make the ah sound nice and loud. Let the breathing come back to normal. So, so, so happy to see you as always. I'm very, happy to be so committed to what I'm committed to, and to those of you who are taking part, you have my great gratitude. So we want to develop a cohesive strategy based on our own experience about lowering our stress level, calming ourselves, having the ability to self-soothe, and at the same time creating manifestation practice. Manifestation practice being that which you are consistently focusing on your destination and not the impediments to your destination. So my suggestion is the destination is what gives us the power to get beyond and over and through whatever the challenges are. If we're focused on the challenges and not on the destination, then the challenges become the destination. So we want to understand that. Again, the great teacher Carlos Castaneda said to use death as an advisor. And that's what ancients all over the world have taught us, to use death as an advisor, to take this day and truly ask ourselves, how would I want this day to be? Who would I want to be if this were my last day? From my perspective, and from the perspective of many people who have developed a lifelong meditation practice, time is instantaneous. At one point you're 18 years old, and instantaneously you're in your mid-50s, or instantaneously to your 90s, and then eventually to your deathbed. So we're not just doing it for ourselves right now. We are doing it for ourselves throughout all the span of time. Because if those times are still existent, if they are still present in their own way, what we do now has an effect. What we do now has an effect. I remember one time as a child, I had gotten really, really beaten down, and I was laying there, and the individual left, and I suddenly had this feeling that my future self was there, and I never forgot it. I've always been sending energy to that self, and that childhood self is my hero. What that child went through, and the courage to do things that felt frightening. The very first time I picked up a book on Zen Buddhism, I was at a place called the Catholic Youth Ministry, and I picked up the book, and I was afraid to open it because I thought I might go to hell. I opened it anyway. So I have great faith and appreciation for that young boy who still is part of what gives me impetus right now. I have great respect and love for the future self, wherever that self might be, who is laying down on his deathbed, who is about to leave out of this world. I am there with that self, supporting. So totally giving yourself to the moment ends up providing a service to all the infinite yous. Not just the yous that have been or the yous that will be, but the yous that could be. Particular paths, of course, some of them you wouldn't want to take, but having that sense of positive indifference that no matter what the path, I will find what it is here for me to grow with. Life is the perfect comedian. Your life is exactly what you need to be challenging for you. Another person might have the same circumstances and not find it so challenging. Another person beyond that might have the same circumstances and find it overwhelmingly challenging. This is meant for you, and what you are doing is not just for you. It is a form of parenting, a parenting for your children. Even if they don't understand what you're doing, they will pick it up by osmosis. Excuse me. They will pick it up by osmosis. As you become calmer, as you become grounded, they will automatically pick up some of those traits. And I would like to suggest to you that there's nothing more important, no parenting you can do, than to demonstrate the ability to manage stress and to do it in a way that ends up making an effective tool for you to become who you need to be. So this is our time. Don't doubt it and don't miss it. Remember that doubt is a space of emotional consciousness that exists for its own self. You do not doubt something because of that thing. You doubt something because of what's in you. That doubt that you're bringing from situation to situation is probably present with you most of the time. So it may let you invest faith in a particular situation or group, But then that doubt is so strong that it doesn't let you look at that situation with fresh, unbiased eyes. You're doubting something else so much that you're biased towards what you actually feel is right. So doubt is something that we have to not be imprisoned by. And that happens by being in the moment. Now, this is the 9th day of our practice. It's going so quickly. Before you know it, this 40-day practice that you and I are sharing together will be over. We have to get the most that we can from it. And that comes from a variety of practices. Not the least of which are the micro practices. Make sure you're seasoning your entire day with micro practices. You can do this. Make sure you're doing it on a regular basis. How many times when you're in your car do you get to your destination and not even remember the drive? That's because you've been preoccupied. You are literally in a form of sleep. Probably not the best way to get through your life is by sleepwalking. So let's wake up. Let's wake up today. So again, there are many different ways of doing micro practices. Micro practices are any practice that you can do from 0 to a minute. I am playing in the back of your mind. Just do it consistently. I am. Doing the 2 minutes of silence. Noticing small details that other people miss. When I am working with my clients, and again, this is different for everyone, but as a general rule of thumb, I suggest that we get eventually to the point where we are meditating both in the morning and in the evening. And we'll go over meditation techniques as we're going on here. Also, doing the 2 minutes of silence, 3 times a day, 2 minutes of silence each time in different settings. And also bringing up the practice of doing physical movements that help to ground and soothe ourselves. And having contact with those people in the community that ennoble us and help us be inspired. This is not just for you. This is not a lottery ticket. So let go of the process of expecting gain from it. If you are doing a practice because you want a result, part of you is looking impatiently at the ledger. How much am I getting out of doing this? The more that you do that, the less likely that it will be effective. So begin to develop the ability to do it for its own sake. When you do it for its own sake, it will have immediate results. As they say in the Course in Miracles, infinite patience brings about immediate results. So let's move towards that. One of those great things is singing. So let's do some singing today together. So I would like to, and again, singing is, the ancient Spartans, that was one of the major things that they left us, was the power of singing to help manage fear. So let's sing together. Will you sing with me? You don't have to sing loud. Nobody has to hear you sing. Just begin to sing. Singing is one of the great ways of accessing your power. And all speaking is a form of singing. So let's sing together, and let's sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat. I'm asking you to sing it with me 3 times. 3 times and then pause. 3 times and then pause. And then 3 times and then let's end it. So, and if you're not singing, I'm going to call you out. I'm going to knock on your window and say, hey, you're not singing. So here we go. Let's do Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Chest is up. Here we go. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Let's take a nice breath. Big sigh. Let the breathing come back to normal. Eyes opening. So the mission, should you choose to accept it, is bring singing into your life. Bring music into your life. The positive vibration. We'll go over this more in the future. I don't want to take this too long. But bring it up today. This is your day. Make it your own. So I'm going to ring the bell, as always. Remember, patience is what brings about change, which also brings about the love that we need. Listening carefully, here we go. This is your day. Make it your day. Don't make it someone else's day, a day that exists to serve some other individual. If you are truly serving yourself, you will serve the people in your life. I bring my hands together and I bow to you because you are truly the awakened consciousness coming into form. Namaste. Thank you.